All right. Good morning, everybody. Sorry it took me a minute. Every time I leave the Vimeo on for like a little bit, it always makes me like reboot it. So I always forget about that. So my apologies. But welcome to Guy Atchison's Reinventing the Tattoo Community, a place for tattooers, apprentices, and collectors to unite under all things tattoo. We encourage that you join in these live stream events and real world events where we offer a new option with it connecting with each other for the better. From developing your art to getting down to the technical with your skills, surrounded by like-minded peers. You can see us beaming out with events every day, from live tattooing to drawing groups and one-on-one classes. I want to thank everyone for joining in from YouTube, Facebook, or Vimeo, and special shout out to anyone listening via podcast. Our event schedule and notifications can be found on the free Reinventing the Tattoo Apple or Google Play stores, or directly online at community.reinventingthetattoo.com. All of these episodes can be found on demand in the folders section. If you can hear us, be sure to tag us and a friend who may benefit for this experience and knowledge as well as yourself. We here at Reinventing the Tattoo are beaming out to 5 channels 24/7. If you go to reinventing247.com, you can enter to win a free goodie bag that has some gifts from Ra, Cheyenne, and Dallas Pro. For those who don't know, we have several shows, including this one, Sunday at 1 p.m. with Jason, Sunday at 9 p.m. Tattoo Weekly. We have Gabe and Lauren and Jake Meeks, a fireside, talking about the events that happened the past week. 9 p.m. Monday with Guy Atchison, which is the one-on-one class that he has going through his Reinventing the Tattoo canon, which you can also find on Reinventing. He kind of takes segments and chapters from that and makes assignments through there, and you discuss with him one-on-one, and he will critique your work as well. Tuesday at 10 a.m. with Ricardo Sturdivant, he does a drawing group class where he talks a lot about shapes and triangles and perspective. It's great. Wednesdays at noon is the Tattoo Now show with Gabe Ripley. Thursdays at 10 a.m. is with me, the Thursday morning fundamentals, where I teach about fundamentals. Thursdays at noon is the Tattoo Collecting Podcast with Fawn Baker and Jordan Rukas, and more content available on demand from Andre Malcolm to BJ Betts. You can find this at courses.reinventingthetattoo.com. And of course, thank you to our sponsors for helping make this free community for us, including worldtattooevents.com, updated tattoo events around the world, especially with COVID going on. A lot of places are canceling or rescheduling, so you can keep up to date with that if you love traveling around the world like I do. We have inkjetstencils.com, making stenciling easier with a mess-free print system, easier on yourself and your apprentice to get the job done. Of course, thank you to Rob Pigments at robpigments.co. Acrylic-free pigments that actually work so well. And every time I get a new bottle, I always say to myself how saturated these colors are. Dealize Pro or dermalizepro.com help tattoo clients around the globe. And Gabe Ripley, Tattoo Now. He's been doing this for 25 years, helping behind the scenes here and working on his own company, as well as getting ready for the Paradise BYOB coming next weekend and early next week, October 3rd through 6th. You will find myself there and many other Reinventing the Tattoo affiliates like Jason Lisa, Ricardo Sturdivant, Bruno Salvatierra, and of course, Gabe Ripley himself. We will all be there, especially with Jake Meeks and Jesse Smith. We'll be doing seminars, questions, live streaming, drawing, painting. It's going to be such a blast. So feel free to check that out as well at courses.reinventingthetattoo.com. If you want to get a virtual stage pass to get a view at all of the amazing seminars, as well as paradisebyob.com to get a list of the schedule in which all these seminars will be happening, including myself with Amy Nichols. We'll be talking about the fundamentals for a good hour. It's going to be quite fun. We also have a giveaway going on our Instagrams as well as on Reinventing the Tattoo. If you repost the image that we have there with the giveaway and tag 3 friends and hashtag Paradise BYOB. You get a chance to win $100 value of a virtual ticket for free, so you can enjoy the Paradise BYOB right from your home. Belgium in November. I unfortunately will not be going anymore due to the travel restrictions and COVID-19. We decided to stick this one out for this year, but I believe it is still happening. Next May is Hell City. Next July is River City Tattoo Invitational. And next October will be the Paradise Tattoo Gathering. You will not want to miss this. Last but not least, if you'd like to host, go to management at reinventingthetattoo.com. So I had trouble posting the Zoom link up. So what I did is if you go to watch show and in the comments, the Zoom link's right in there. So if you want to join in today, feel free to go through that route. You just go to events, click on our event here, and right in the comments section will be the Zoom link. But for now, I took my headphones off because I accidentally did not mute myself. So I was like hearing myself, and it was a good time. So let's see. Let me just mute myself so I can put my headphones back on. And once again, feel free to join in. I know it's not as easily accessible as it usually is, but if you go to events, comment section, it'll be there. And if it's not, let me know. I am here checking this out for everybody, making sure it actually is working. So there we go. Okay. Well, while we wait, good morning, everybody. It's quite yellow in here because it's quite dark and dull outside. So we're using our actual light, but we are getting ready for the Reinventing the Tattoo and Paradise BYOB. With that, I will show my skull that I've been doing. I'm just trying to figure out this technology thing. Okay. Making sure that I got this new iPad and I don't have a case on it yet. So yeah, I'm living brave. I feel like I'm carrying around an infant. All right. And if nobody joined in today, that's okay. All right, let's let myself in here. Looks like we have somebody joining, but we don't quite know their name yet. Because I'm sure their name is Galaxy S10.
It's not Galaxy S10. This is Joe. Do you remember me?
Oh, hey, it's our friend Joe.
You made that like a quest to get on to, like, find the treasure before you get to where you need to go.
I know that how I usually put it on is did not work this week. So I was like, great. Let me make people fish for it.
Right? Like, wow. All right. But yeah, I'm finally got in.
But thanks for making it so I don't have to talk to myself. Because I was quite nervous that I'd have to do that this week. I was like, oh, great.
No. You don't have to talk to yourself. Not quite all the time.
I mean, I do a lot anyway. So, like, I just don't know what thoughts would come out. That's all. To keep the entertainment going.
That's the scary part right there.
That is the terrifying part.
What would actually like pop out? You know what I mean? Especially subconsciously.
Lots of color theory, like weird color theory. Like, did you know like blue doesn't exist in nature? It's like, what? What are you talking about? It's only how you perceive it, man.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a campsite I stumbled upon once or twice.
Well, I told my shop about that, and they're like, I don't I don't understand. And I'm like, yeah, like blue pigment doesn't exist on animals. Like it doesn't. Well, what about blue jays? I'm like, they're not really blue. You just see them as blue because that's what the light is reflecting off of it as. But if you got blue jays wet, they turn gray. So,
So wait, they magically turn into pigeons? Like, oh, pigeon.
yes,
There you go.
pretty much. That's why you see pigeons on a rainy day more often.
Oh, how's that it? I got it. I got you.
I think my neighbor upstairs blew a fuse.
Oops.
Well, at least my internet still works. That's what matters. Oh, we got Faith on here. Hello, Faith.
Hola, hola.
Let me put myself on mute real quick so I can yell at my roommate.
Got real quiet when she muted herself. That's all I'm saying.
I know, right? I just
like nobody talked. She's muting herself. Everybody stay quiet.
I know, right? I didn't blow a fuse. We're wondering where the fuse was blown. All I know is I'm in the dark now, but that's okay. At least my internet works. That's what matters. Well, how is everybody going? How's everybody's week? Learn anything new? No?
It was a basic week. I don't know what to say. Like
Nothing interesting? You never learn anything new? Wow. I mean, hey, now you know about Blue Jays, right?
there we go. If I ever become a magician.
A magician? Just like
trick.
walk up behind a Blue Jay and just like get them wet and you'll see.
That's an achievement in life I don't think I want to try.
I mean, are Blue Jays really common?
I see more like cardinals and stuff like that around my area.
Ooh, fancy. Yeah, I've seen a lot of Blue Jays lately, but I don't know because I know some people come in here, they're like from all the way around the world or all over the country or whatever. So I don't want to say things and they're like, what the hell is that?
Right. Like, what are you talking about?
And it happens quite often, like when I've been traveling to like Illinois or seeing Jason in Pennsylvania or Bruno in Miami. It's like, especially when I went out to Illinois, Ricardo kept talking about how there was a like he's like, go to the hardware store, go to your local Bernard's, and I was like, dude, I don't have a Bernard's. Like,
I think he's doing something in the hallway down there, so she shut the fuse off.
Oh, okay.
It'll just be a few minutes.
We don't have power because there's construction, I guess. Without my knowledge, I guess. That's okay. We'll just chill by candlelight. Here, I got this candle that's right here. This salted caramel apple. Heck yeah. Season's greetings, everybody.
At least it's in the daytime and we can see you. You know what I mean? It'd
Right?
be awkward if it was like, oh.
Imagine if it was just the nighttime and all you saw was just the glare in my glasses. Like, all right, everybody. Good morning.
Tis the season. You know what I mean? Like that would be a little spooky. So
I am Jack Skellington, the Pumpkin King. Also, are you guys dressing up for Halloween? Because I need to know what the outfits are going to be.
okay.
No?
First of all, we let our son pick the theme for us to dress up
nice.
as a family. And so in much deliberation, he ended up picking Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, so you're Jack Skellington. Got it.
I'm Jack Skellington. Now hold on. Hold up. I will show you the mask. I will be right back.
Oh, dang. Faith, are you dressing up this Halloween?
I don't think so, no.
Oh, man.
Low-key Halloween, usually.
Even if I'm not trick or treating, I'll just sit in my living room dressed up, whatever. Hell yeah.
All right. So this is my mask.
Oh, does that fit on your head?
It does.
How does that fit on your head?
It's got a slit back here.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's just on the mannequin. I get it. I thought that
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
thing was the mask. I was like, geez.
No, I have a lot of masks. I have a lot of mannequin heads. I have a lot of weird stuff like that. So
That's
yeah.
so cool.
Oh,
Where'd you get that at your local Spirit Halloween?
I don't remember. Dude, I go to so many different Halloween stuff stores and knickknacks and everything else. I don't remember where. It wasn't at Spirit Halloween. It was at another one. I think it was like Party City or something like that.
Oh, interesting. Do you have Spirit Halloweens? Once again, this is a question of like, do you have this?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I
I
do.
feel like everybody has Spirit Halloweens at least once, you know?
That's actually where I got, because I have the full-on suit. You know what I mean? The
Mm.
Jack Skeleton suit. I have that as my costume. So
I've been trying to decide what I want to be. I'm tossing it up between Peter Pan and Van Gogh. And I can't decide, but everybody at my shop wants me to like we're all gonna dress up as each other. So
Right.
that's the thing too. So we have 2 senior artists and 2 tatter tots, myself included. So we're gonna, the tatter tots are gonna dress up as the senior artists, and the senior artists are gonna dress up as the tatter tots.
that's gonna be awesome.
I think that'll be very fun because they are bald with long beards.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
I want to get a bald cap really bad. But at the same time, I just want to be Peter Pan or Van Gogh too, So maybe like in October, I'll do like several different outfits.
I was
also
about to
wanna-
say you could always like wear more than one costume. It is the season.
I also want to bring a banana costume to Paradise to walk around in. But I don't know if the stem will fit in the door. You know what I mean?
Well, wait a minute. You're. It's not like you're 6 foot or something like that. I'm sure there's some headroom.
No, I'm
For the
only
stem.
5'1".
Exactly. I remembered you were short, but I couldn't remember how short.
Like
But yeah.
the bare minimum until you're a midget. Legally. But technically in my state, I should be sitting in a booster seat to drive.
Oh
Technically.
my goodness.
They passed that law like I think 2 years before I graduated high school, and I was watching it on the news, and I was like, "Well, that's just rude."
Or a certain weight. If you're over a certain weight.
I think it's like 5'1", and like, well, that doesn't even. I mean, if you can't reach the pedals, you can't reach the pedals. And I'm not gonna lie, I did have to sit on a pillow in my first car, so. Ooh. So sometimes they pass laws for a reason.
Right. Apparently.
But I am working on this skull thing that I will, I guess, show, see what happens. Oh, wait, I gotta switch the host. Man, I always don't know this Zoom thing for real. Okay.
Technology is supposed to make our lives easier.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced.
It does make it easier, but the minute it doesn't work, the amount of rage that happens inside the body.
I guess you have a point there.
So let's see here. Let's see if it'll load or not. Maybe it will. Who knows? There we go. So I've been working on the skull, and I bought a canvas for it today because we're going to be doing a painting demo at the Paradise BYOB for this specifically. But I just want to get it completely rendered on here first before painting it. So the only thing I have to worry about is painting it. You know what I
Right.
mean? So it's just a much easier process that I'm going to get myself into. But the problem that I have with all my art is how much of a mess I make. Like I just like how just messy the edges of everything is. It's just like, come on, Kier, you can be a little cleaner than this. So I always have to find myself going back and refining the edges. So at this point, I'm just like, I just won't refine any edges until I'm like done. So, but we are now at the texturing stage of this painting, digital painting. And I think I'm going to hone in on the nose and eye area to make that really detailed and then have everything else be softer just to give it a little pizzazz, you know? But that's what I got going on. So, and
Nice.
I had this client who showed me that I was gonna do this dope little tire on her, but let's see, I got it all done up. Oh geez, it's not gonna fit. Man, sometimes working on multiple layers is a rough one. But that's
I wouldn't know too often. Just
But-
say.
There you go, because I mean that's the argument there between the differences of working digital or not. But hey, you'll be proud of me. I actually bought another sketchbook yesterday because I needed a new one.
There you go.
Huzzah!
Yay.
We're working with pencils. What? But
I mean, I still technically work with layers too, but my layers are like more, you know.
one after the other. Oh, tracing paper. I got it.
Yeah, I'm working on getting trying to get a crow to cover up like a chess piece.
Oh, God bless you.
It's I mean, it's not going to be too difficult, but in the same sense, it's still got working out the tweaks and stuff like that, trying to get everything.
Do you
fit.
have pictures of that chess piece? Oh, yes, that printed out too. Look at you, man.
That's what I got to cover up.
Oh, that's there. Holy shit.
That's what I got started so far.
Oh boy. You know what? Anybody that takes on this is for everybody out there, no matter who you are, whoever takes on any cover up, immediately highly respected by me because holy crap. Like,
I
you know,
like-
I can make this sick design for you, ma'am, if you just didn't have this underneath.
See, I use it as a like a starting point for the design. That's why I love doing cover ups and stuff like that, because I look at design, I look at the shapes and everything else, and I see how everything could fit or what could fit with it. And that's how my brain instantly goes, no matter what. You know what I mean? Because most cover ups isn't necessarily trying to technically, it is covering up, but it's more like an optical illusion. Because you're trying to divert your eyes away from the area that you're trying to cover up. You know what I mean? So you don't obviously see, oh, well, that's a cover up.
Yeah. And are you going to do black and gray or color?
I'm probably going to do this actually full color, most likely, to try to help cover up.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Hats off.
So I
to
mean,
you,
it's a
man.
black raven, so it's like it's going to be
Black.
like a black and a gray palette. You know what I mean? So
Opaque grays. Got it.
yeah, but I think it will cover up it nicely.
Well, that's awesome. And Faith, you're working on that cool painting over there. Are you able to move your camera just a little closer? I just want to take a peek at it, if you don't mind.
I like how you.
Hey, my lights are on.
Yay!
Is there a way to do that in here? Or do I have to actually move it?
Either. I mean, I just want to take a look at it as like little details of it because it looks really cool. Because
Yeah, let me figure that out one sec.
no worries. I mean, no worries at all. I just.
It's just the thing is kind of stuck where it is. Can you zoom on here though? Can you zoom in? Do you know?
I don't think can you?
I don't know.
We're all like, I don't know. I don't know.
This is why I need to have Jason on speed dial, because then I could ask him these questions.
Right.
Let me see.
Where's he at when you need him?
Okay, so I see that in here. That's pretty cool, Faith. I like that. Hot dog, man.
I started it like 2 months ago and it's been on my wall unfinished, so.
Just staring at you.
Right.
I cleaned my deep cleaned my room yesterday, and I found a lot of like old apprentice pictures, and I was like, ugh. Sometimes you just find stuff like this and it just brings you right back, and you're just like, ooh.
Yeah, that's why I keep half the sketch pads and everything else that I have, because like when I look back at it, I'm going, wow, I thought I was good then.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a lot. And Amy, when we're doing our fundamental seminar, Amy Nichols asked me, she's like, can you just send me like some stuff that you've had like from the beginning of your career? And I was like, are you sure you want that? She's like, yeah, we're going to put on like a slideshow of like our old work versus new work. And I was like, okay, cool. And I just like sent me down a rabbit hole. I was like going through every sketchbook and like all the things. I was like, oh my God. But it shows how you've grown, and that's what matters.
Right.
Oh, there we go, Faye. Yeah. Check out that.
That's awesome.
The paintings on the right that you have there, did you paint those too? Think you're on mute still, but that's okay.
Hello?
Hello, yes.
There you go. There you
We
go.
got you now. That's awesome. So those paintings on the right, you painted those?
That was my mom's. I don't know if you can see the top one, but those three, yeah.
Oh, that's so nice.
That's awesome.
There's paintings everywhere in my fucking house.
Yeah. As soon as you walk onto my front porch, it's just like 15,000 canvases just sitting there. But that's awesome. Are you like towards the end of this painting, or is this just detailing stage? Like, what's your process right now, Faith?
I'm just kind of still figuring it out, just kind of fucking with the color schemes. You know what I mean? Like trying to figure out how I wanted everything. And I got everything pretty where I wanted it except for the water. And I decided that the sky was just like orangey red. And I'm putting pink and orange and red and some more yellow down there. And I'll put some warm greens on top of the tree line. So I just want to stare at it for like 2 months to figure out kind of where I'm going with it. But I kind of got stuck.
Interesting. Yeah, I always feel the same way when I paint. I literally the entire time everybody's like, "Oh, so what kind of stage are you in with your process?" I'm like, honestly, like I have no idea what's going on. I'm just trying to figure it out. If you see some stuff happening, cool. But as far as I'm concerned, just figuring it out. And I mean, a lot of what I painted too has just been trying different techniques and different palettes and stuff like that. So it's just a learning experience. But I feel for myself that I learn a lot from painting as far as technique goes. Joe, do you paint? Or are you strictly like graphite guy?
I do paint. It's just not too often. The only one I have here that I actually painted. Hold up, I got it.
Do 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 do. Oh, he grabbed it right off the wall. Look at that.
Yeah, I had it handy. Which is this one.
Aw, that gives me Van Gogh vibes. How nice.
So when I paint, that's normally how I paint. It's just,
Oh, I like that. Wow. That's so great. You guys are doing so
Oh,
good on your
no.
paintings. I'm so proud of y'all. So nice. Let me see if I have. I don't have any of my paintings handy. I do have, let me see. Let me see what I can find in my old ways.
Your old ways.
Okay, this is a one and only, right? Okay, so this is one of my pieces. This is one of my pieces from high school.
Oh, now I'm intrigued.
Okay, so our assignment was that we would take like different textures to make whatever the heck we were making. And I
Mhm.
decided to make like part of my neighborhood. There was like this nice little tree and whatever the hell. So look at that. Look at that.
Nice. Good.
What was I doing?
That's different. That's interesting.
Right?
That's
I think this was like, it was probably like 14 or 15. I tried to make leaves, but really, if I was just setting myself for having a psychedelic adventure, I think.
it's very colorful. I will say that. And the patterns are
Right?
on point.
Peacock feathers for a trunk? What the hell? What was I thinking?
Hey, you
I have
know.
like a whole portfolio, like one of those portfolio binders filled with the stuff from high school that I just refuse to throw away. And I don't think I will ever throw it away.
I'm the same way. I got
Yeah.
bunches of sketchbooks down in the basement, just like collecting dust on a shelf. Every now and again, I pull one out, look at it, and go, and then just kind of fold it up and put it back, walk away.
And your significant other's like, hey, how about we start to go through these? And you're like, they're fine right there. Or you'll be like, yeah, I'll go through them. And then you start opening the box. You're like, oh, I remember when I made this. And the next thing you know, it's darked out.
Right.
And you haven't thrown anything away. You've just moved it to a nicer, newer box. To get put in the same place for another 5 years for the same
Right.
thing to happen. Because I feel the same way, truthfully. Oh, we got a new friend on here. Hey, man, what's going on?
It's been a minute, Atomic. How you been?
Doing pretty good. How about y'all?
Good, good, good.
You making a skateboard?
Well,
That's
I don't think he's-
nice.
I don't think he's making it, but maybe painting it.
Oh, that's right. I'm using the wrong words here per usual. Why make me the host when I can't even talk? I don't understand.
Because that's where half my jokes come from. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm so sorry.
I would honestly be mad if you weren't, being correct right there. But that's very honest. It's very, very truthful, actually. But that's fantastic. I'm so glad everybody's working. Morning coffee. What a good day to start the day. Oh, we got another buddy coming in. Let's have him come in. We got the man, the myth, the legend, Ricardo Sturdivant coming in.
I was waiting when he was going to show up.
Hey guys, what's up?
Wow.
How
Having
goes
fun.
it?
Having fun.
What's
Hey,
the topic
buddy.
of discussion today? How you doing, Kier?
Oh, we were just showing our painting works and I just showed mine from high school. So I think
All right,
I think painting is the topic of the day. I didn't really pick a topic. Should I pick a topic?
No, I just figured that you guys are talking about something. I didn't want to be rude and just interrupt. How you doing, Face?
Oh,
Yeah.
He didn't want to pull a Joe. That's what I normally do. Just come in there, say something funny, and we're like, all right, what's going on?
Drop the mic and then leave, dude.
Right?
There's not really too much else to do, man, on a Monday, especially. You know what I mean? I got some
Mondays are
rearranging done
fun
at the shop.
days.
Mondays are fun days. Yep. I got some rearranging done at the shop. It's not quite finished, but I thought I'd jump in for a second. I'll show you real
that's
quick.
That's weird. I got the same vibe because yesterday we rearranged our entire lobby and moved the display case and everything.
Yeah, that's definitely what I've been doing. I moved the entire tattoo room. So
That's not your tattoo room anymore. Wait,
It's
I'm
not.
confused.
Here, I'll show it to you.
As someone
So-
who's been there, I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I still got stuff to throw away, but here I'll show you real quick. So that's the old lobby. Painting, all my paintings and such.
Mm-hmm.
Skulls and plants and stuff. I love skulls. I love plants. And then, so I just moved everything around.
Oh,
There's the still life.
why
We'll be working on
the
tomorrow.
why the sudden change?
I've been struggling back and forth. I've moved a couple times in this bigger area with the tattoos section. And I've always had it integrated with the painting, like one side painting, one side tattooing. But this front room wasn't getting used at all, ever. So I just figured, it's a private studio. I don't have a lot of people coming in and out. So I just made enough room for somebody to sit down and wait, and just utilize the entire space a little bit better. And I think creates more of a creative atmosphere with the space back here being a little bit more open or adapt to like sitting down and kind of meditating on what it is that you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can literally sit here across this side of the room and look at this side at whatever it is that I'm drawing or painting. And it's always good to be able to sit across the room from it, to take a step back and kind of look outside of this whole like on top of it kind of thing, So
Right.
yeah.
That's so nice. Everybody's like spring cleaning in the fall.
Yeah. Yeah.
How
And,
epic.
It's
it's
our
pretty cool.
season,
I think it is. I haven't had too much of a chance to do too much things like draw or paint and stuff like that recently. So I figured I'd kind of start fresh, get a fresher start, and
Mhm.
reattack it. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So
Well, when you clean out an area, it like, I don't know what it does, but it gives you like so much inspiration.
Well, yeah,
You're like,
it's,
oh man, I could run a marathon right now. I just cleaned out my basement. I guess.
Right. It's freeing to be honest. It's like, oh, I'm not constricted or constrained. I can actually do stuff or move or do something.
I got.
as an
Yeah.
artist too, it's easy to get cluttered. It's easy to just set stuff down and be like, okay, I'm going to come back to that later. And then
6
3
months,
weeks,
1
4
year.
weeks later, years, like those paintbrushes are probably not going to come off of the surface anymore. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna go ahead and throw away the entire piece of wood and the entire tray and all of those paints that I just bought too.
Right.
That's not
just-
sometimes
you're
it
just-
happens.
staring at that one paintbrush that's been sitting in that bowl of water for the last year and a half. Or just-
Yeah, exactly. And you're like, well, that one's dry rotted and destroyed now. So,
Mhm.
but then I'd end up using it.
Yeah, I have my best friend coming down, or I should say coming up from North Carolina, and she's going to be here tomorrow. So I just try to clean out as much as I can and get everything prepared. And then I have all of you guys coming up here for the Paradise BYOB gathering
This weekend.
this weekend. Holy crap. Huh.
Tell me about it. I still got to buy a plane ticket.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
It'll happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's coming down to the wire, man. But it's gonna be fun. It really is. I'm very excited for it. But I'm not a good host person. My roommate does that much better than I do. Usually when people come over my house that are like visiting from out of state, I'm just like, all right, like this is my house. Do what you want. I'm gonna go do something else. Like or my roommate, she's just like, you guys want to play a game? Let's do board games and crafts and like team effort games. And I'm just like, I mean, yeah. Sure.
It'd be at that point I go for a walk. I'm just like, y'all have fun. I'll be back.
You guys want to go look at some trees?
I'm always down for that.
Me too. I'd be into
Right?
it.
I'm always down for a nature walk.
Yeah. And yesterday it hit like 40 degrees at night for the first time of the season. Woo woo.
That's exciting.
Wow. We're doing that.
I actually had to wear a scarf and hat to go to the grocery store. I was like, "'Tis the season."
That sounds so awful.
It sounds terrible, doesn't it?
Yeah, completely.
Maybe to y'all, but no, I am going to enjoy it. Every bit of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't get me wrong, I enjoy summer for the short time that it has, but when the cold weather starts kicking in, I get more happy and excited.
Yep.
I don't know why.
Not me. This time of year through mid-February, March, I want to take my ass to South America.
A lot of people do that. They'll like go to Florida for the season, and I'm just like, man, what? Just move somewhere warmer.
See, it's funny because the people that do that, you can always tell who the tourists are in Florida at that time, because they're the people in the short sleeves and the shorts, while everybody else is in like sweaters and coats when it's like 40 degrees
man.
outside and 50 degrees. Because all the Floridians are like, it's cold, and we're all like, it's nice.
It's spring, man.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
like 45 degrees means shorts and t-shirts and like soccer balls and stuff, you know.
I mean, at least at least Paradise, BYOB isn't like in January, February, because up here in that time, God bless everybody's soul.
Good luck traveling. Good luck anything.
Just
Good luck
going from your
anything, man.
house to your car to back to your house feels like a death sentence. Like, because the wind just hurts your face. And it's just unbelievably cold. But we haven't been getting a lot of snow these past couple seasons up here. It's just more the wind than anything. Like, we'll just get this nasty cold front that comes from like Canada. Jesus.
Canada.
Once again, why make me the host if I can't talk?
Because that is priceless.
Right. Because there's nothing better than Canada.
I apologize, especially to Sandy. Since she's from there. Like, jeez. Well, we get that cold front from Canada down to here in these boondocks of Massachusetts.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
So what
Man.
part of Massachusetts are you from?
I'm from like the at this point, like western, almost central, like we're right in between. I am from Holyoke, Massachusetts. I work in Amherst, Massachusetts, where the University of Massachusetts is. And lately, it's just been so busy in that town, with just filled with children. It's quite great. It's quite great. Jeez, I really can't talk today. Get your shit together, Kier.
My grandmother is from Brockton.
Oh, okay.
She's lived down here for, God, going on 65 years. And still, every word out of her mouth has to have that hard R, that floor. Like,
Yeah, you never lose it. Once you have it, you never lose it. I even sometimes have to watch myself. Like these fools, Cardo included, have been making fun of me for my accent since they met me. And I haven't even noticed it since they said something. And it's like, it's the O's too, because the ah sound is just
Right.
even worse. Anything with an R at the end, forget it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most people hear me, they're like, "Oh, yep, you're from Georgia." Like, right on.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I heard Georgia's really, really nice. I was actually planning on visiting it there with my mother. Like this is Savannah in Georgia. Yeah, Savannah area. Because she said that that's really artsy and nice.
It is. We go to the Savannah Convention every year as a shop.
Oh, nice. Is it
That
like
place is
a
awesome.
is it a big one or is it kind of like more locals? Like how does that kind of go?
It's medium. I would say it's nowhere close to Philly or anything, but it's nicer than Bill and ours.
Yeah. Do you see a lot of like people that you work with, or not that you work with, but your friends that work in other shops there? Is it
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
low key like that? Yeah. Yeah, we have one in Connecticut that's kind of like that. It's been getting a little bit bigger, but we have the Tommy's Tattoo Convention, which is in Hartford, Connecticut, which is closer to me than Boston is.
Yeah.
Because to get to Boston, oh geez, like from me to Boston's probably like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. But if there's like one inconvenience on the road, it's immediately like 5 hours. So it's sometimes it takes a whole day, but usually I'd go up to like Newton, and they have a train station there, and I'll just take the T in because I don't want to walk in Boston or drive in Boston. That's horrible. The roads are still built like it was when we settled.
Yeah. A lot of people like to say that about Atlanta too, but really it just depends on what part of Atlanta you're in as to whether driving's really a pain in the ass or not.
Yeah. Are you close to Atlanta?
I'm literally, well, depending on which gun I choose, I can fire into Atlanta city limits.
That was the most Georgia thing that you could say.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah.
I mean, depending on which arsenal I choose.
Exactly.
Let me just open this closet. Which one?
Lifts up his
That
shirt,
one.
he's like, let me see here.
Like,
That's awesome.
During traffic, I would say about a 30-minute drive.
Oh, okay.
But with no traffic, I can be downtown in 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah. Are the streets very narrow?
Only in certain parts.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Most of them they've widened out a little bit. We have a lot of people who love to ride bicycles. And of course,
Okay.
full spandex out style, like can't.
Oh, that's how I do it, Full on spandex, get up the helmet with the long thing in the back. I don't even know what that's for. I guess aerodynamic stuff.
Yeah, that's aerodynamic, son. They bring in science into it.
He likes to wait until he sees guys all spandexed out in a group and yell, "Hey, girl," at all of them.
That's awesome.
It's pretty fun.
That's awesome. Well, that's so cool that you live so close to a major city like that. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a blast.
I've never been over there. I've always wanted to visit Georgia. I really have. That area there.
Come down. I highly recommend checking out the aquarium, the little Coca-Cola exhibit thing where you can see all the different Cokes from around the world.
There's Cokes from around the world.
Oh, and some of them are disgusting and some of them are amazing.
Oh, wow. Okay. See, I didn't know. We're learning a lot today.
Right?
There's one from Italy that I swear tastes like cough syrup.
Ugh.
Oh,
Carbonated cough syrup.
that's
Yeah, that's not.
nasty.
Yeah,
That's nasty.
exactly.
That's insane. That's pretty awesome though. I really like that. I just learned in my city, up in Amherst, Massachusetts, there's the Emily Dickinson grave and her house there. I guess she lived in town. So I actually went to go visit that, and they have the whole cemetery is from the first settlers in 1703. And the gravestones are so old that you can't even read whose name it is or anything like that. It's just a slab of concrete that kind of looks like particle board. But it was very interesting. It was quite cool. And I think it's kind of cool visiting these cities or towns that have been around since almost the beginning, because you get to see all the crazy history throughout it. So
If you and your mom go down to Savannah, I highly recommend doing their little ghost tour.
oh, she'll be all about that.
St. Augustine down in Florida, Savannah, and Marietta here. We have a really entertaining ones.
Yeah. Yeah, she loves that kind of stuff. She's gone on like ghost tours and stuff like that, and she's like, I swear to God, I saw an apparition. I said, Mom, relax. She's like, I feel a presence.
I love the voice that you make for your mom. That's
Oh,
That's
I mean, we
amazing.
all have voices for our mom. Come on now.
yeah, but my mom's voice, I'd have to bleep out most of it just because. It's the funny part. I gave my mom her first tattoo probably 2 or 3 months ago, and she was cursing so much that it made the owner of the shop uncomfortable and left and went outside.
Oh my
Which I-
God.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel that energy. I've been trying to talk my mom into getting a tattoo forever. And she like always says no and she doesn't want it. And I've been trying so hard. I'm like, well, what if I do it? She's like, I just don't like pain. I don't like it. I'm like, okay, fine. And if you want to picture what kind of person my mother is, just imagine Kitty from that 70s show. That's my mom. That's
Oh, all right. All right.
how she raised such a delinquent like me, no idea. But she is like the sweetest gem ever.
It's completely understandable. My mom's a Sunday school teacher. My dad's an ex-Marine with 0 tattoos.
So what got you interested in it then?
Sitting in a buddy of mine's basement with a thumbtack and some India ink. At 14.
And the disclaimer, we don't promote that here.
No,
but
Right.
that's
but
hilarious. That's awesome.
Yeah,
I think I've done a lot of people's fingers, but I've never done like the whole stick and poke thing.
yeah.
But that's insane.
So, like, when I first really wanted to get into tattooing as a profession, of course, I went about things completely wrong. I took some chopsticks. Let me see if I can show y'all my little original setup.
Wait, did you say chopsticks?
he did. He totally like. Oh, he went the whole bar.
Oh wow.
I went to town trying to color in the Monkey King on my knee. Let's see if I can get it. And it looks absolutely atrocious.
What is it? Oh, what? With
But-
chopsticks?
Yeah.
What? Holy crap!
Yeah, it was a lot of
Hey,
fun.
that's dedication, buddy.
Holy
That's
crap!
dedication.
I
Good on
had
you,
to
man.
go back and redo it just because I had a little dirt bike accident and I peeled half the color out of one side, as you could probably see pretty clearly.
Oh my lord! Holy crap! Look, you know what? If I had gold stickers, I would send one to you right now. That's amazing. Disclaimer again: do not tattoo yourself with chopsticks, please.
Right. At
That
least
is-
if you do get the stainless steel chopsticks, oh, no, hit me up for what you need to do right.
Oh my gosh.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've never done that. That's for sure.
Oh, it makes the weirdest popping sound with each
Oh my
individual
God.
needle puncture. So, like, let's say with that 15 mag, like, as you go to pull out, you literally hear like this pop, 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 every single thing. Like, the vibration that you feel in your stretch hand, slow that down to where you could hear each individual pop. That's what you're dealing with. Like, the sound of it throws people off more than the pain. Like, it's less painful in less painful spots. A little more painful and more painful spots.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's absolutely wild. You just blew my mind right now. I
That's
have no
crazy.
words.
Crazy.
Holy crap. I mean, you know what? Disclaimer, once again, don't do this at home. But
Right.
that's dedication right there.
That's what I was saying. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be severely dedicated to be like, all right, I'm finishing this.
You know,
No
I don't
matter
have.
what.
I ran out of these thumbtacks. So what do I got around my house right now? Let me see. All these chopsticks. Hell yeah,
Perfect.
man. You
As
know,
I was studying the history and saw like the Native Americans doing it with a bone needle and the sewing it in with string, that was the one that I was like, okay, I don't think I can bring myself to do that.
hey, at least you have a stopping point. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That in the armpit. After doing my second armpit tattoo now, I don't think I will get one.
Yeah, no, those are atrocious. How
Yeah.
is tattooing in the armpit? I will ask.
Honestly, it is nowhere near as bad as you would think it would be. You would
Hmm.
think you would have like a lot of sweat issues. You would think you would have a lot of like differences in the way the skin acted being so stretchy. But really, once they get their arm positioned up, it's nice and halfway stretched for you.
That's a good point.
So
Absolutely.
it's interesting. There are a couple little fold spots on bigger people that are difficult.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. And what you're painting today? That's acrylic, right? I'm just assuming.
No, it's oil paint.
Is it really? Can
Yeah.
you show us just a little bit? I kind of want to see what you got there as a
Right? I
composition.
want to see it.
I just like to play around. It's a oh shit, it's still wet.
Honestly,
That's
I
neat.
if it was a pair of chopsticks, I would have died laughing.
I mean, it looks like tentacles, so.
Hey, you know, honestly,
There's-
when I come down to Georgia, I have to drop off a pair of chopsticks to you. Like, I don't, I will never forget this moment.
Somewhere in here, I have a bag full.
That's awesome.
Right? Get a free tattoo and a fortune cookie.
Right?
There you go.
And let's see here, Cardo, what are you working on today?
I'm working on this guy's chest piece. I got a pretty big chest piece coming up today, so I'm gonna try to finish up this drawing. I don't have too much to show right now, or else I'd show it. But
Oh, that's okay.
yeah, I'll post it up later. We'll probably get this guy sits like a rock. He I tattooed his forearm, and he pretty much made me tap out before he was done. So should be pretty interesting. And we'll do his chest. He's a pretty big guy. So I'll post some stuff up later today.
That's awesome. He just looks at you as soon as you tap out. Like, what do you mean you're tapping out? Are you
Yeah,
done?
he's like, I'm just getting started, dude. What's the problem? I was like, yeah, man, I know.
You're like, it's 2 a.m. It's
Yeah, pretty much, dude. Yeah. I'm like, nope, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Yeah.
That's
What about you?
awesome.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Everybody's so busy today. This is great.
Oh yeah, care. I ended up ruining my hand and light bulb painting.
Oh, you actually How
So,
nice.
I was trying to make it where I was screwing the light bulb into the other hand, but when I attempted to put the red in, as you see, I smeared my hand down here
Mm-hmm.
and didn't wait on this to dry, so it all blended together terribly.
I mean, hey, man, you know, sometimes is that with oil? Or do you mainly work with oils?
Uh, this is, I guess, technically my fourth project with oil. Monday night was my second, then yours was my third.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Ricardo actually does really good with oils. Like he really knows the fundamentals of oils really well. Um, and so if you have any questions about it, feel like ask him, not to like, you know, throw you out there, Ricardo, but
He knows I definitely will.
Yeah, for sure, man. Hit me up. Is that still wet? The
Oh
paint?
yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it? How many days is it?
Uh, yesterday on the hands, and then this I've worked on the past 2 days straight.
Okay. If you're using any mediums, you can use some stuff called Galkid. I don't know if you can see that or not. Galkid will help your paint dry a little bit faster. You know what I mean? So whenever you're painting, if you're kind of like trying to get that base down first, that'll help it out quite a bit. And then there's some other mediums you can use too. There's one called this thing from Gamblin. It's like a solvent-free fluid. This just helps it's like a safflower alkyd. This helps spread your paint a little bit more. So like oils already have, you know, something in them that'll help them spread, like the oil in them, basically,
Right.
in the pigment. So it helps it spread across the surface a little bit better. But this will actually, like at the point you're at now where it's kind of tacky, is the oil kind of tacky on your board, or your hands and stuff. So you can put some of this stuff in it, very small amounts in it, and just kind of like spread it around, and it'll help blend over some of those areas. But the problem is that where it's tacky now,
It'll want to liquefy it a little bit.
it'll like pull it off of the surface there. You know what I mean? So like you'll start to see some of the canvas kind of come through, and you want to be careful with that. So I'll just kind of give it like a test spot.
Yeah.
But the thing about oils is that like where you're at now, where you feel like you messed up on those hands, you can actually go in and start pushing some of that paint around. You know what I mean? Like I literally, a lot of people will approach a painting like real soft, real delicate kind of blend and stuff like that. I don't mess around like that at all. I just literally use the paintbrush like a shovel sometimes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Blotch on and go
Yeah,
at it.
yeah, blotch it on, and you know, literally just push it around, man, until you're
Right.
comfortable with the shape. You know, and until you're comfortable with that area. It's not. I always told Kier, like whenever you're doing a painting, you got to remember that it's just paint. You know what I mean? It's not a tattoo. It's not something that's permanent. And I think that's part of the problem, is that we get so stuck in this idea of approaching all of our art after we've been tattooing for a while as that permanent kind of fixture. You know what I mean? It's not. It's very simple to just wipe it off. Like literally at this point where your paint's tacky, if you wanted to wipe some of those areas off, you can wipe it off with a paper towel. It's not a big deal.
And see, to dry it, I've just been taking the torch to it.
That's crazy. I wonder what that would do. I wonder what the heat would do to the oils. I would think if anything that
It
would.
seems to do okay if you're fast about it. It will crack it up if it's thick and you're like slow.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I would think that kind of intense heat at a flash like that would kind of have a different reaction for the oils. You know what I mean? They're made to like kind of slowly dry for the reason of blending and stuff.
Right.
And then you know, a lot of times what you see and what you're trying to reproduce as far as what you're looking at, like your hands and the light bulb, you got to think that there's, like with Procreate, there's layers to it, right? So you got to put a base tone down, and then you start using mediums like that second medium that I showed you, that safflower oil. It'll make it to where you can blend or make opaques with it, right? So that makes the paint thinner, and then you can spread across those subsurfaces a little bit easier too, and that'll give you that effect that you're looking for.
A lot like linseed oil.
It's a lot like linseed oil. It's a lot like any kind of oil that's like that. You know, you can even use Gamsol. This like A lot of people will use mineral spirits. Like I've used mineral spirits for some of it before. You know what I mean? And then there's also this Gamsol as well. This clear. It's an odorless mineral spirit. This one's good for whenever you're using it at the shop or something like that. You know what I mean? That way you're not like fucking making everybody choke out and run out of the shop. You know, like everybody's putting on a gas mask and stuff. But
I don't.
yeah,
mind.
yeah. It's just, you know, it's just lacquer. No big deal.
Right.
You're fine. You'll feel great here in a few minutes. Just deep breaths.
Yeah.
If Van Gogh can huff it, I can mess with it.
The man did cut his ear off though.
And
Right.
give it to a prostitute. So
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's totally sane in somebody's world. You know what I mean?
That's totally acceptable. Totally acceptable.
And some people are like, you know, I just go for a walk in the park. Other people are like, I'm going to cut my ear off and give it to a prostitute today. No big deal.
I'd like to make everybody's assignment for the week to watch Loving Vincent if you haven't already. Great movie. Does anybody know anything? Okay. Tangent. Here we go. Loving Vincent was created by a whole slew of artists that hand painted each frame. I'm not even joking.
Oh, I do remember seeing that. I did see that.
Such a good movie. I had actually taken recently a color class with one of the painters. They have a couple of videos on YouTube about color. And just she talked about the process that they went through to do each frame and how much work they had to do to make each frame.
Right.
Insane. The person
I
that
bet.
pretty much funded this whole project basically rented out like an airplane hangar and just filled them with artists that hand painted each frame. It's like insane. Just
What size were the cells that they were painting?
Let me see. They were pretty big.
So then they photographed them after that and then put them all together.
They must have scanned them in some way because usually, I mean, when you photograph stuff, it changes a lot of the hues.
They had to scan it, yeah. Because that's literally like, I think the number is correct, but it's 36 frames per second. So that would be 36 paintings for 1 second of film.
Holy crap.
Depending on the movement, you know,
Depending on the
obviously.
movement. Right, yeah.
Because if the movement's slower, then obviously you need lesser frames. The quicker the movement, the more frames you need.
Yeah.
And I
Exactly.
watched this movie when it came out in my local independent film theater like 3 days in a row. And they were like, yeah, well, they're never gonna, you know, show this movie anywhere else. And then like 2 weeks later, it was on Hulu. I was like, oh. Let's see here. They have 65,000 frames in oil paints.
Wow.
That's what it says.
That's impressive.
How long is the movie?
Hour 45.
Huh.
I would presume. Somebody do math because I don't. I know we're creating a math question right now, but I don't know the answer for it.
If you're on
What
a
was
Zoom call and you're talking about living with Vincent, and the
Yeah.
movie is 1 hour and 45 minutes long.
65,000 frames. How many
How-
frames per second?
How many tattoo artists cannot figure this out?
I was about to say, I draw for a living. I'm
Yeah.
not a mathematician.
Oh, okay. They gave us the answer right here. 853 oil paintings on canvas that appear in the film. Additionally, we have 90 design paintings made in the year before we started shooting, and which define the style in which we reimagined Vincent's painting into the world of film. Interesting. All right.
So was there a lot of movement in the film, or were the screens just kind of like
Oh.
sliding by?
Yeah, there's tons of movement in that
So
film.
they
The
must-
transitions between each scene is so fluid. It's amazing.
So they must have digitized it somehow then.
Well,
Right.
what they did was they acted out the movie first behind green screens, and then they just
Yeah.
repainted those frames.
That's a lot like
Wow.
that's a lot like Waking Life. It's a lot like Waking Life.
Oh, here's the size of paintings, Cardo. There you go. 26 by 19 painted oil paints on canvas board. It's 40 by 23.
Dang.
Okay. Yeah, they're pretty. I know they were pretty big. Yep, 65,000 frames. That's insane. Nuts.
Still a lot of paintings.
That is a ton of paintings. More than I will ever do in my one lifetime. Okay.
That's what I was just thinking. Like that's more I will ever do. Ever.
I'm gonna get
Jeez.
started.
I'm gonna literally.
You do it.
See you guys later.
If anybody could do it, man, it'd be you.
Oh, fuck that. Put that on there. I'd go crazy. You'd be like, you guys help me. I can't speak.
I'll do one, you do the other 800.
There you go. There you
Hands
go.
start cramping after like the 10,001 or something.
I'm in the shop and I'm painting with my teeth. Just chewing on paint and chewing on the board.
I mean, Van Gogh did a crap ton of paintings in his small artistic career.
How old was he when he died?
36.
Oh my gosh, man, that's incredible.
If anybody can tell, he's my favorite artist. Let's see. He was born 1853 and died in 1890. Someone do math.
Anybody out there that wants to do this?
Let's
What's
see.
that, Adam?
You said 56 to 90?
53 to 90.
53 to
He's gonna do the math for us, guys.
Yay! Somebody stepped up because
That's going to be 32.
32. Yeah.
37.
Yeah. Oh, I was close. So if I was on Price is Right, I would be the one to come up. Beanie bear, beanie bear. What he says, it says he created about 2,100 artworks, including around 860 oil paintings. Most were in the last 2 years of his life. 860 paintings. I'm sorry, that's insane.
well, you
Yeah.
gotta also think of the time. There was nothing else to do but
That
to
is
sit
true.
around and paint. You know what I mean?
That's
Not like
Yeah,
you had
but-
TV or phones or
Technically, you could say the same thing
Candlelight,
about our life right now, though.
That is true, Carter. That is true.
Yeah.
That is
I mean,
awesome.
It just depends.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, guys, y'all have fun. It's been a blast catching up, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yep. I'll see you tomorrow.
Peace out, guys.
Have a good one, man.
We have a Melissa on here. Hi, Melissa. You're making an appearance more than ever before.
Hi guys.
What you working on there?
I am working on some book illustrations.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
It's a bit of a large project on a tight deadline.
those are always the worst.
Essentially a book for all ages. The writer came to me and was like, "Hey, can you do this?" And I'm like, "Let me see it." So yeah, it's all like Norse mythology stuff and whatnot.
That's
Um,
That's cool.
And I'm just starting this page, so it really looks like chicken scratch and nothing, but whatever.
Hey, this is the planning stage, right? Mine looks always
Yeah.
like a mess.
I think we all feel that about our own works. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Especially in the beginning parts. We're like, it looks like chicken scratches right now.
Right.
The statement is always, it's not done yet. Like every time you show your homie that's a fellow artist what you're doing, he's like, all right, let me see what you got. And then as soon as you hand him your iPad or whatever the heck you're handing him, you're like, immediately, it's not done. It's not done. Just to let you know it's not done.
It like mutes all judgment after that or something. I don't know, you know?
Well, it just
Like,
lets him know that you're not done. You're not, there's still more work to be done. So, I mean, that's just me specifically. I don't know about you guys, but I say that all the time. It's
Yeah,
not
I'm
done.
the same way.
I'm guilty of it. I'm not gonna lie.
Like, I wish I had a t-shirt that said it's not done right on the pocket. And on the back is like a half done sketch of some sort.
Right.
All right. Well, we had a very, very wonderful session. I actually have a hard out because I got to bring my cat to the vet. So that's as he's come to make an appearance now. Hello. I named my cat after the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Charlie Day.
Oh, no way. Hell yeah.
I had almost named him Stimulus Check, but
Oh,
Good old SC for
I just
short.
call him Stimmy for short.
Stimmy.
Because I had gotten him with my first Stimmy check. So I was like, did we be funny and name you something ridiculous? Like when people name their cats Pop Tart or something. But yeah, I just decided to name him Charlie Day because wild card. I got a cat.
right.
There you go. There you go.
But
One
absolutely,
of the best episodes.
yes, honestly, I will never. One of my favorite episodes will always be the Pepe Sylvia episode. That
Yeah.
to me is the greatest episode that ever exists. Like, Charlie, not only do these people exist, but they've been looking for their mail this entire time. And the fact he got like those slips that you send out when you're fired, he's like, I just sent them right back. I guess. That's so ridiculous. But this is the point in time where I will go around. Everybody can say hello and how they can find you and all that fun stuff. So we're gonna start with you, Joe, first. Heck yeah. I didn't last week. Give me some credit.
I was hoping for a growing trend with that, not just, a 1 week thing, but what?
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
It's fine.
We'll see.
Anyways, my name is Joseph McFarland. I work in a small town shop in Wellsville, West Virginia called Mountain State Tattoos. You can pretty much find me through the shop on our website at mountainstatetattoos.com because I don't have an Instagram or anything like the cool cats do.
Cool cats.
So it is what it is. But yeah, that's where you can find me. And enjoy your guys' day.
Awesome. Honestly, when they had us all come in here and do this ending thing, I thought to myself the first time I did this, I was like, how awkward can tattoo artists be?
Right.
My name is, and I don't know how you can find me. I don't want you to find me. I just want to be in a dark cave drawing with nobody around.
Right.
Some days.
All right. And we have next Atomic Injections 47.
Atomic, Aaron, or Double A, or Trouble, or whatever the fuck you feel like calling me. You can usually find me at Ink Paradise out of Marietta, Georgia. Of course, pretty soon I'm gonna be taking a 2-week little hiatus to go work in Denver for a little while. I don't know what else the hell to tell y'all.
Do you have?
And I appreciate the fuck out of Guy and Sandra and Kira and everyone. Bruno, Ricardo, Jason.
Do you
Gabe.
have an Instagram or any sorts that people can
It
find
is
you?
the Atomic Injections 47.
Perfect. Don't forget that underscore in between atomics and
Oh,
injections,
yeah.
everybody. Don't worry, I got you. All right, and then we got Faith here. She's been chugging along this painting here. What do you got for us, Faith?
And you can find me at www.wincolor.com. It's WYNN color.com. It's currently down, but in a couple of weeks, we'll have a full art education program for free.
Nice. Awesome. All right. And I know, Melissa, you came in here quite a little ways, but that's okay. We still love you the same. How can people find you?
You can find me At MAC_MISSA on Instagram. I'm located out in Staten, Oregon.
Awesome. All right. What a fun crew we had today. I do really appreciate it. You guys are amazing. I am always grateful any show that I do that I'm not talking to myself the entire time.
Always here to help. Always here to help.
Yeah. And so pretty much you can find me on Instagram at Frankie Says Things and or on Reinventing the Tattoo at Frankie Tattoos Things. My name's Kier Franklin. I am your host. This is the Monday morning drawing group. I also do Thursday morning fundamental classes at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Stick with this week. We're going to be working on our final for value. And after that, I don't know yet. So stay tuned. And this is the time where we do the gallery view and everybody makes a silly face. And I say farewell. And I hope to see this same exact crew next week because you guys are amazing. Goodbye, everybody.